Hello there Non RTX users. I'm finally here available to answer the most common questions and tips for the web displays mod, as promised. I'm sorry for the late response. Do you have any idea how hard it is to build and maintain all of that awesome facility?
The most beautiful thing I've ever seen!
Jokes aside, have a sit, and let's get right into it.
In what Minecraft version is web displays mod currently functional and supported?
As you would probably guess, the mod is being maintained on most recent versions, such as 1.19.2 and 1.20. Older versions such as 1.18.2 and the classic 1.12.2 now have their maintenance messed up, since keeping Chromium extension integrated on both has showed to be harder than expected. Also, the only version that's kinda receiving new content updates is 1.20, so I highly recommend playing the mod in this respective version.
Will features from 1.20 be added to older versions?
Unfortunately no. The difference between old and new Minecraft versions are severe in terms of mod coding, even if the version itself only adds a simple unique single lonely thing to the game. It's more of a technical affair.
But for the love of Jimaloshi, nothing wrong with adding the new display feature for 1.19.2 considering your guys.
Will the mod be ported to Fabric? If not, are there any alternatives?
The MCEF library was created to work on Forge Loader,
Useless, pathetic, annoying.
so it's not suitable for the Fabric Loader and others. But if you're looking for an alternative, there are plenty of media related mods for you to play. Search for the Water Frames mod available for both Forge and Fabric. It lets you choose a determined URL to be displayed in any block and position, from images to complete videos. The mod works with a library that expands its functionality for all your internet needs. I'll let a link for all the possible mods you can get with it, such as the picture sign mod and others. Really recommend to check it out.
Will the mod work on mobile devices, such as Pojav Launcher and others?
It could be possible to make and apply web displays code on the Bedrock version of the game, which is available for mobile devices, but perhaps it would be illegal as an, quote, add-on. Because, you know, modding rules.
Like how they're currently forcing developers onto their own marketplace so they can charge extremely exorbitant fees for no reason while blocking off any kind of competition.
For Pojav Launcher however, it has been proved to don't work properly, unfortunately.
Is there any way I can get in touch with the creators of the web displays mod?
Boy, if there is. You can contact the maintainers of web displays in their Discord server. You can join it by clicking the link I will let it in this video's description. You may find it on other web displays related videos I have uploaded here on the channel as well.
Are you the actual creator of web displays mod?
I appreciate some of you for thinking that. Really, I am. But I actually only like to help people who enjoy playing the mod and provide informations and troubleshooting about it by using my Minecraft knowledge from years of experience. By no means I'm involved with the mod's development dating from the first version created for 1.12.2.
What does the mod actually adds to the game?
The entire web displays mod adds a total of 23 new items for your game, each one having its own functionality and implementation during gameplay, which will let you be able to navigate around the internet inside Minecraft, while making it fun and immersive. Be aware that you probably won't have any reason to use all of them anytime soon, and that most are actually craftable and usable in your survival world.
How do I build, turn on and off, and adjust the resolution of a screen?
For building a screen you'll need at least 4 web screen blocks that you can craft with the following recipe. Get 3 glass panels, a red, a green and a blue die arranged in this order, and 3 backlights. Those last ones are from the mod. And to craft it, you'll need 3 glass panels and 3 glowstone dusts. Put everything in that order when using a workbench, and you may craft a backlight. Later on, when using it to craft screen blocks, you may obtain 8 of those with a single recipe. Now, use the blocks to build a screen, which must have at least a scale of 2 by 2 blocks. Right-clicking with an empty hand on the screen will turn it on. You'll notice that the screen's resolution has too much zoom applied on it. This is because the recommended build scale is 4 by 6 blocks for a perfect widescreen view. However, that's why the screen configurator exists. You can craft it by using 5 glass panels, 2 redstone torches and a diamond when in a workbench. Now go back to the screen with a screen configurator in your hand. Right click on the screen and you may access it. Once on it, find the resolution tab and apply the desired scale you want. Just so you don't need to go over testing different resolutions to see what fits best for you, you can copy those default screen resolutions for perfect fitted screens. Each one will be available in this video's description. In this case, the default widescreen resolution will do the trick. Click on the option Set Resolution, and now the screen is fixed. After you have done your stuff, you can turn off the screen by breaking the bottom left corner block of it. Then just place it again, and you may turn it on again. Keep in mind that breaking the screen will make it lose the upgrades you applied on it before. Speaking of it,
how to interact and navigate around the web using the keyboard and the laser pointer.
Naturally, you would simply right click on the screen to interact with the web pages it displays. However, you need to stay 1 centimeter close to it for clicking. And you wouldn't be able to type anything anyways. That's when you must have the keyboard and the laser pointer to interact with the display properly. To craft the keyboard, you'll need 8 stone keys and a peripheral base. You can craft 9 stone keys from a single stone pressure plate. And craft a peripheral base with 8 oak slabs and 1 redstone torch. Once you have both, arrange them according to this recipe and you just got your fresh new Razer keyboard. Once you place the keyboard, you must connect it to a screen. For that you'll need to craft a linking tool by placing 1 redstone dust, a stick, an ender pearl, and an oak button according to this recipe. Now, right click the screen while holding the linking tool and repeat it on the keyboard. That way, it'll now respond to that screen only. Of course we want to stay close to our beloved keyboard. So now we need a way to interact with the screen from far away. That's when the laser pointer comes in action. As long as you're not a cat, you can use the laser pointer to click on the screen as far as your aim on it can extend. To craft a laser pointer, you'll need a laser diode and a battery cell. Those may sound complex, but don't worry. The battery cell needs 6 redstone dusts, 2 gold bars, and 1 iron bar to be crafted. As for the laser diode, it needs 4 iron bars, 1 glowstone dust, 1 redstone dust, and 1 gold bar to be crafted. However, as I mentioned earlier, the screen needs to have an upgraded applied on it, so the laser pointer can work. So you'll need to craft the laser sensor. It'll require a blank update, which can be crafted with 4 pieces of quartz, and an extension card. Which also has another recipe.
Please, please.
Please stay with me for the love of Jimbaloshi, we are almost done here. First things first, craft the extension card with 1 iron bar, 1 gold bar, 1 redstone dust, 1 redstone torch, 1 redstone comparator, and 1 redstone repeater, according to this recipe. After that, make the blank upgrade according to this recipe. Don't forget the quartz wallace. After all of that, you may finally craft the laser sensor by combining the blank upgrade with the laser diode. In order to apply it, just right click on a turned on screen with a laser sensor in hands. Congratulations, you should now be golden to navigate around the internet with a block built screen.
Will the Minepad display its screen in multiplayer when holding it on my hand? Can other players hear it?
That's a hard and unfortunate no.
You cut me deep. You cut me really deep just now.
The way you see your Minepad when in third person is the exact same way your friend would see it. And only you can hear what your Minepad is playing.
Can I make the screen work in a bigger size and make it fade out according to a certain distance?
Regarding the screen's fade out, there's an option in the mod's configuration file which should, in theory, allow the screen to have volume related properties according to a certain distance. But it's currently not working, and you can only configure the distance it stops displaying something in blocks. However, you can configure the maximum blocks number a screen can have, so it can be big enough to an entire village. See what you've displayed on it.
Can't believe we're paying to see something we get on TV for free.
To access those config files, you can install the mod configured, made by Mr. Crayfish. to access it while playing in your world. Alternatively, you can find both client and common config files in your config folder inside your Minecraft folder. Keep in mind you won't be able to change the values when in game with this last method.
Why does only websites like YouTube work, and others like Twitch don't?
This can be easily solved, and I've already addressed this issue some time ago in an older video. It's a config value of the library mod MCEF that disables native players that basically aren't like the ones from YouTube. This happened because of legal reasons around the old developers and the current mod maintainers. Fear not, you can fix it in 1 minute by finding the file mcef_common in your config folder inside your Minecraft folder. Once again, check my video to see how to do it. Easy and simple.
I can't find the files in question. What is wrong?
I guarantee that 90% of the issues I see in the comment section is about missing files or something don't working the way it should. Like else, 90% of the time issues as such happens because of the following scenarios. You're using an outdated mod version of an old Minecraft version, which don't have any of the features working correctly, therefore making the fix methods unusable. Also, you're not using a recommended loader like Forge to play the mod, or even using a up-to-date recommended loader version. Therefore changing the way its files are created and allocated. Finally, there may be other mods that may be conflicting with web displays files that should be removed in order for it to work. Please check if your case is related to one of the situations listed above and change the content according to its description.
Why is my screen white when I turn it on?
White screen.
White. Screen.
White screen.
White.
What kind of
White screen.
The most feared and cursed bug of all the bugs. The white screen issue haunted many players since its OG days, especially in the 1.10 and 1.12 versions of Minecraft because of the ancient Chromium code back in the Snapchat filters era. And guess what's the fix? Don't play non-supported versions of the mod. Simple as that. Those bugs won't ever be fixed, since maintaining the mod on such versions is like asking to remove Titanic from the bottom of the ocean. The current developers will only stick with 1.20.1 and beyond for now on. But nothing against porting new features and giving support to a version before the most recent one, which is the 1.19.2. I'm right, or am I right, dear developers?
My friends don't see the same screen I do. How can I sync it so everyone can see the same screen?
Another multiplayer internet syncing issue. Unfortunately, this is more common than it appears among players, because every player has a separate web browser instance and may not see web pages the same way. My personal best solution for this is to insert a URL directly into the remote controller block linked to the screen. That way, it will instantly load the web page, and therefore be less likely to be delayed between more players current present. You may craft a remote controller block by following this recipe: 1 peripheral base and 3 oak buttons.
Where can I get the latest functional version? Is it a trusted source?
Stick with CurseForge or Modrinth when searching for any mods. Both are safe as a warm bed in the winter. But if you search for web displays on Modrinth, you may find something even warmer and beautiful that makes it more worth every diamond. Dear Non RTX users, that's basically every major tips and fixes compilation for web displays mod, and I hope you enjoyed it. If there's anything you still have questions about, don't hesitate in joining the official web displays Discord server, so the actual developers and maintainers of the mod can help you out better than I maybe did with this video. Once again, I apologize for such delayed upload, and thank you all for waiting long enough. Speaking of it, this extended waiting helped with the increased number of people who subscribed to the channel. That's the actual community we have at the moment, and now it's time to make it count. Fact of the matter is, I won't have any external dog shit interfering in my personal life anymore, and that includes college and family related stuff. So from now on, be ready for a new and fresh 2025 certified content combo from your boy E-Tlib here on YouTube. Also some other charming stuff on Instagram. For the time being, I'll thank you all for watching, and make sure I see you on the next video.